Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 14, and today we are attending with two big games with our Bluebirds as we take on Arsenal and West Ham, both away from home. Before we play the games though, show our card how I'm getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode, you saw our triple header, our victory over Leeds, our draw with Chelsea, and our loss to Bournemouth, plus the signing of Ryan Sessegnon. I then played 6 games off camera, and as you can see, was it 7 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games off camera. And we started with a loss in the FA Cup 4th round at home to Watford as the Hornets beat us in Wales. Wasn't really fussed though, fielded a relatively weakened lineup for the game, and were beaten by 3 goals to 1. Juan Hernandez, a little wonder kid for Watford, bagged a brace in this game. Morrison, the skipper, got us a goal back, but in stoppage time, Deeney put an end to our comeback hopes as the Hornets progressed, and we were knocked out. But again, not really fussed right now. Right now in the series, the only thing we're worried about is securing our status in the Premier League. The cups, as far as I'm concerned, are not worth worrying about too much. But after that, it made 3 defeats on the trot as we lost to Manchester United at home back in the Premier League by a goal to nil. Timo Werner scoring the only goal of the game's German gave the Red Devils the win. So we need to respond, and we did. 3 games on the trot without defeat, starting with a 2-2 draw away at Villa Park. This was the game where Sessegnon made his debut. It was cup tie for the game against Watford. He didn't play in the Manchester United game, so I put him in this one, and he didn't play too well either. Aston Villa pulled us back after Cameras gave us the lead. Then Sobotka was sent off, so we played most of the game with 10 men. Jorgensen made it 2-1, and the man that replaced Sessegnon off the bench, Josh Murphy, scored the equalising goal with 5 minutes to go to give us a point away at Villa Park. So Murphy, of course, last season, probably the main reason we stayed up with his late goals in the season, and perhaps showing there that Ryan might be here, but Josh doesn't want to let go of his starting place in the lineup. So 2-2 the final score, and then following that, one of the games of the series. And we've had some fantastic games this season. As I mentioned in the last episode, we've had a really good record this season against the big teams, at least by our standards. 3-3 draw against Manchester City. It's just such a topsy-turvy game, this one. First, City took lead through Jesus, then Johnny Evans scored his 3rd goal of the season, heading in across from Jason, making it 1-1. Then Jason scored himself to make it 2-1. Then Jesus scored again to make it 2-2. And then, the late drama in this game was incredible. Minute to go, Jesus gets on the end of a Danilo cross. City complete the turnaround from 2-1 down to lead 3-2. But in the 92nd minute, Maria finds Camarasa in the area from a failed corner. The Spaniards link up, and Cardiff snatch a point right at the death. Amazing game, this one. It had everything, man. A hat-trick for Jesus. Brilliant fight back from both teams, and I think a point, in fairness, was the right result as well. So 3-3 draw, great result there, great game of football. Following that, a 2-1 victory against Newcastle, and our first win since the start of the calendar year. We fell behind, Caballero using Magpies the lead, but till 7 minutes to go, made a change. Vesga came on and got us the equalising goal. Nice curling effort from just outside the area. And then in the 94th minute, well, he's proven worth the money already. Ryan Sessegnon won us the game right at the death to give us the 3 points. So late drama in 3 games in a row. Sessegnon with a goal, couldn't miss really. He was standing on the goal line and gave us the 3 points there to become already an instant Cardiff hero. Following that though, a defeat away against Southampton. Tunnicliffe dismissed for 2 yellow cards in the space of 7 minutes, was sent off, and it was only his 3rd Premier League game of the season. He's already got a red card. Classic Tunnicliffe. And in the 88th minute, Lamina won it for the Saints. Such a scrappy goal. Crossed the centre of a corner, and the ball just trickled into the back of the net. But if you thought that was bad, the final game off camera, a 1-1 draw at home to Stoke City. We took the lead for a Martins Indy own goal, deflecting in a Sessegnon cross, and then the death. This goal has got to be one of the most frustrating goals I've ever conceded in FM. Across the centre from a corner, the header hits the post, it's on the goal line, Shawcross doesn't put it in for some reason, then Bennett just toe pokes the ball into the back of his own goal inexplicably. Stoke City got a point, worth showing you twice. I was so frustrated when that win. I was thinking, seriously man, why didn't Onana pick the ball up? Why didn't Shawcross turn it in? And why didn't Bennett clear the ball as opposed to putting it into the back of his own net? I don't know, but then it won the final score, and a draw prevented us. What would have been a win, I would say, would have secured safety, because right now, as you can see, there are 9 games to go in the Premier League. We're sat in 13th place. We are currently 12 points clear of Aston Villa in 18th place, and I would say now, just 2 wins is all we need to guarantee safety in the Premier League. I don't think we're going to get caught. Touch wood, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. We're not mathematically there yet, but with the 4 teams below us right now, and again, Aston Villa are a big deficit to make up, we're almost there. I would say 1 or 2 wins, and that will guarantee safety. Also, a couple of things to show you before the first game today. First things first, I've got my National B license. I began a coaching course midway through the summer during the pre-season, and it's now been completed. So, National B license, lovely stuff. I'll begin a new one come the end of the season to get my National A license. And also, as well, we've got a new youth intake. For our youth squad. And as you can see, there's no one really good. I say this quite often, but basically, youth intakes in FM. Our best player this season is Craig McKenzie, a left winger. I don't think is going to make the cut here. I say this pretty much every single season. If you get one good youth player from a youth intake in the entire save, trust me, that's good. Like, it's very hard to get good players from the youth intake naturally. The best way I find to get youth players is to buy them in yourselves from other clubs and snap them up whilst they're still quite young. So that's pretty much that. I don't think there's anything else to show you. So let's dive into the first game of today's episode. It is indeed against Arsenal away from the Emirates Stadium. Pretty sure we'll lose, but again, just one win I'd say now from our final 9 will guarantee a place in next year's Premier League. So this is our team for the game, 4-1-2-3 as always, and this is our lineup. We've got Onana in goal, a back four of Bennett, Evans, Morrison and Patterson, with the midfield trio being Camarasa, Rules and Sobotka, just back from suspension. On the wing, Sessegnon and Jason, and up top, Neil Mopai. On the bench, Smithies, Methven, Walker-Peters, Tunnicliffe, Murphy, Hoylett and Maria, still stuck on 3 goals for the season. He had a nice little run around October time, since then hasn't found the back of the net, bit of a shame, and on injury report right now, only Zohore is nursing a slight knock. So first game, it's Arsenal, let's at least get a point. Come on the Bluebirds. Shame about Maria as well, because when he scored those 3 goals, I believe he scored like 2 in the space of 3 or 4 games. I was thinking now he's going to kick on and show everyone in this league that he's going to be a star to watch as the years go by, but hasn't scored a goal since then. And again, he's not a striker by trade. We're just playing him up there due to his stats. But as Jason goes for goal and puts it wide, I hope he can score at least one more goal before the end of the season. You know, 4 for an 18-year-old in his debut in the Premier League. That's still a decent return. And hopefully he'll be able to get that before this season comes to its close. Still, first proper chance should come to the Gunners with Henrik Mkhitaryan finding a bit of space. And his pass is cut out by Patterson as Onana clears it long to Ryan Sessegnon. Said before, our record against big teams this season has improved, vastly. After picking up just 1 point against all of them last season. This year, much better. But we always feel we are the massive underdogs when we take them on, especially away from home. And Arsenal have a great chance here. Chiesa's cross, Aubameyang said, oh! And that goal is typical of what we've seen in recent weeks. Back-to-back games where we conceded an own goal and Sean Morrison back in the team. Well, that is not the way to lead, captain. Deflecting in an Aubameyang header and making it 1-0. Chiesa's cross to Pierre-Emerick at the far post. Nods it across and Morrison. I don't think that was going to go in. I think Patterson would have cleared it. Instead, nice little finish into his own bottom corner. 1-0 Gunners. Morrison, what on earth was that? Honestly, Suzo's corner. Patterson off the line and cleared away. Fast start this by Arsenal as we expected. We're under the cosh already here. Azul over the top. Chiesa in behind. Chance for 2. There it is. Chiesa would have finished 14th for the year. Arsenal 2-0 up. This is going to be a long afternoon here. Arsenal are going for the title, to be fair, so we can't be too disappointed by the beginning. But at the moment, we're yet to get to grips with the game. Sousa down the right-hand side, crosses. Aubameyang's in the middle, and it should have been free. Heads it wide of the post. This could be any scoreline you wanted this, right? There's no way we get back into this game without some tactical changes, and that is not good to know because I'm terrible at tactics at the moment. Chiesa's header goes over the bar. I've said before, it takes me 3, 4, perhaps 5 seasons sometimes to really get to grips with the tactics, both defensively and offensively, to know what to change in order to change our fortunes around. It's only season 2, and at the moment, I'm just relying on the 4-1-2-3 we've been playing for most of the series so far. Mustafi heads clear, Azil gets it down, and right now, Arsenal are just tearing us apart. Chiesa in particular, sent down left-hand side is the main man right now. Onana on the ball. Back to Johnny Evans, and this is already spelling trouble here. Onana clears it. Mopai loses out. You can tell the third goal's coming here. Sousa on the ball. Through to that man. Chiesa, one-on-one. Onana with a save. Right, so I'm going to say to the boys at the break, that was absolutely terrible. Your performance has been extremely poor. Most of the players are fired up and will individually criticise the defence as well. I will make some changes though, and see if we can do a couple of things here to relieve a bit of pressure. First things first, going to drop our defensive line up with deeper. That started off really well for us, but lately we've been exposed by playing a high defensive line. I think we'll also stay on our feet as well. We shall also distribute quickly, speed the pace of the game up a little bit, and we'll also stop playing out of defence too. And I think what we'll do is we'll be more disciplined in our creative freedom. And yeah, I'm fine with those changes for now. Second half to begin, still 2-0. Watch it become 5 before full time. Worst thing you want when you make tactical changes is a goal for your opponents directly after the restart. And that is a very strong possibility as Camarasa clears it away. And Mopai is going to scramble after it. And, he's fallen over, I think. Gives it straight to Glasnost. Oh, no! Oh, it's dropped just wide of the post. Onana was a mile off his line, and Kolasinac almost caught him out for the goal of the season. Mkhitaryan to Suso. Surely a third goal is coming. Ramsey finds space, and there it is. Onana can't keep it out. The Welshman to finish 3-0 Arsenal. This is a long game, this one. Checks long ball. Should be cut out by Evans. Oh, no. Oh, no. Aubameyang through an Onana save. What was that, Johnny Evans? Maitland-Niles, nice ball through. Aubameyang one-on-one. Oh, great save by Onana and a brilliant block by Morrison there. Keeps it at 3-0. I'll tell you what, moral victories here. We lost the first half, second half. We lost the first half 2-0. We're losing the second half 1-0. So perhaps my tactics aren't as bad as I thought so. Suso crosses, Morrison heads clear. It's still 3-0. I mean, I'm clutching at straws, really, to call that a positive. Arsenal right now just tearing us apart time after time after time again. Maitland-Niles to Suso. And Suso's cross finds Chiesa, and again it's Onana bailing me out. That's another save for him this afternoon. Oh, and Tunicle's been shown a straight red card as well. He only just came on about 20 minutes ago. Tunicle off. We're playing 5 back. It's a 5-3-1 right now. This is just disastrous. Yeah, despite all of this, I'm pretty stunned at the fact this game's finished 3-0. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a bad defeat, but it should have been like 5, 6, 7-0 come the full-time whistle. And again, moral victories. I mean, I'm clutching at straws here to consider this a positive, but moral victories. We lost the first half 2-0, lost the second half 1-0. So, Blackwell, the boys did not do well, and the reference weren't excellent, so I'm not going to say that. I will say I'm far from pleased with what I just saw from the team. We'll fire the boys up, but again, maybe, just maybe, tactics aren't as bad as I thought. Again, the job is not done just yet. I'm mindful of the teams below us right now playing before we take on West Ham. I would say we still need at least one more win to guarantee survival. 8 games to go. We're not there yet. And as Watford have beaten Brighton, that's a big result for us there. Wolves did beat Man City to jump us in the table right now. But yeah, right now Brighton have got 25 points, 7 games to go. Aston Villa, again, 12 points behind us right now. We both played the same amount of games. There is still time for the teams below us to catch up, but again, time is on our side right now. There's only a few games remaining, so I think we'll be okay. Just one win. That's all we need. One win, and we'll be safe for another season. And let's see if we can get that in our second and final game of today's episode, away against West Ham United. Right now, Spurs playing at Sheffield Wednesday at the same time, but they are pretty much dead and buried now, though. And I would say the only team to get out of the bottom 3, is realistic Aston Villa. Stoke got a chance, but their horrendous goal difference could be really detrimental in the final few games. And I'd say Aston Villa have got the best chance of surviving, as they've got a game in hand on Brighton as well. So West Ham away from home, right now just above us in the table by, I think it's 3 or 4 points. And let's see how we get on. I'll make one more change to our team just before the game. Wow, we got some serious problems there. Let's bring Mariappa in. There we go. And okay, so a few changes to our lineup on the back of that bad defeat, and this is our team. Same tactics, of course, and this is our lineup. Onana's in goal, back for Bennett, Evans, Metham, and Walker-Peters now stepping in for Morrison and Patterson. The midfield trio is now Vesga, Sobotka, and Rules, with Camarasa currently a bit too tired. Sessegnon and Jason remain on the wings, but Zohore is going to get a chance up top with Maria and Morpai yet to score in recent weeks, but Zohore hasn't scored a goal all season long, so he's not much better, is he? On the bench, Smithies, Mariappa, Morrison, Patterson, Murphy, Hoylett, Morpai as well, with Maria also carrying a slight knock after picking up blisters in training. So, second and final game, let's get that one win we need against West Ham. Come on the Bluebirds. So, first highlight coming with 6 minutes to go in the first half, and it is a VAR decision, and you know how much I love those. Yarmolenko pushed. Was it a penalty or a free kick? Well, let's find out. I don't mind if we got to see them, but can't you just speed them up a little bit? Referee goes over to the VAR. Is it a spot kick? It is a free kick. How exciting. Watch West Ham score from this free kick though, so it doesn't do us much favours. I think it's going to be Jack Wilshere to take it. It is indeed. And Wilshere swings one in. Yarmolenko is there, and he almost did, just over. And a chance right before half-time, it seems, and it should probably come to West Ham. Fabianski launched it long, and Ryan Liamba, who I wanted to sign from Blackburn, storms forward down this right-hand side, and what a run. And a great ball to Felipe Anderson with space to cross, and there is Nelson to make it 1-0. And with 10 seconds of normal time to play in the first half, West Ham go a goal up. This kid, Niambe, he's got incredible stats in all the right areas, physically more than anything. Great ball to Anderson, nice cutback, and Reece Nelson with the finish could not miss. 1-0. It's been so long since we had a clean sheet. I can't remember the last time we shut a team out. Down by a goal, half-time, and maybe I've spoken too soon. Maybe we're not safe. I'm going to get aggressive at half-time here and say I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. Everyone is fired up apart from Zohore, and you need to get fired up, mate. You've not scored a goal all season long. So, second half to begin, still 1-0. At this rate, we're definitely getting caught up, man, because this has been terrible. Come on, Cardiff. I haven't had a single shot on target in the entire game. What are we paying our strikers for, man? As Evans... Oh, Evans sends it long. Yes! Oh! Kenneth Zohore gets his first goal of the season through an absolute shocker. And Cardiff back on level terms 6 minutes after the restart. I was aggressive at half-time and it clearly works. Evans sends it over the top. He's been a great pickup, hasn't he? What on earth was that about? That was the most static jump I've ever seen from Diop. Zohore goes through one-on-one into the bottom corner. That's the sort of clinical finish he's not shown since we've been here. 1-1 though, there's the equaliser. Right, I'm going to take off Ryan Sessegnon, who's not played well out there. Bring on Josh Murphy. I think I'll take off Walker Peters on the booking for Callum Patterson as well. 15 minutes to go. I've encouraged the boys from the sidelines once. I'll do it again. And let's see if we can find a late winner with 10 minutes to go. Come on, there's a highlight here. And it might come to the Hammers, though. As Yarmolenko plays it back to Fernandez. Long ball forward. Evans, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Back to Onana. And we'll pass out from the back. Come on, Cardiff. Let's turn this game on its head and find a winning goal. Onana sends it long. Zohore, you're 6'4". You got to win it. And you do. We're just going to go straight to West Ham. And here they come. Felipe Anderson round Callum Patterson. Wins it back. Who's this highlight going to here? Is Jason on the ball, goes down the right and plays it through. Oh, and Fabianski denies Zohore. What a turnaround it would have been if Zohore hadn't scored a single goal all season long. It scored 2 goals to win it for us. 3 minutes of stoppage time to play. Wilshire's ball cut out by Bennett. They'll drop straight to Fernandez. Yarmolenko. Oh, great ball to Felipe Anderson. Markov in the centre. Markov in the centre. Kalinic's header off the bar. And Bennett scrambles it away. Come on. Well, that should do it. Waiting for the final whistle to come any second now as Aaron Creswell plays it back to Wilshere. And Sobotka wins it back there. Go on. Go on. Sobotka. Sobotka. Murphy. Corner. Corner. Oh, that would have time to take it. Referee blows a full time. And that would do it. Fair enough. 1-1 the final score. Zohore gets his first goal of the season. And it proves crucial as he gets the points. So I say to the boys, unlucky boys, just wasn't our night. Motivated a few players. And that's totally fine with me. I think a point is not a bad result there. It's not a bad result at all. Sheffield Wednesday beaten by Spurs. They're basically gone now. And that means in the table, we got 7 games to go. Aston Villa and Stoke both have games in hand on us, but we're 13 points clear. I'd say now we're practically there, I'd say. Aston Villa need to win at least 4 of their fine late games to even catch up to us. I'd say we're pretty much there. I'd say we're pretty much there. And Zohore finally scores. Absolutely buzzing. So that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. Thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I think we'll probably return with the final 2 games of the season, unless we go into a free-fall and don't win any of these games here. I think we're going to be safe now. So we'll return for the final episode of the season, featuring the final games of the season, Everton away and Brighton home, where we'll find out where we finish in the table. Much love, guys, and I'll see you for the season finale very soon. Bye now.